Well, we are back for our FA Cup game against Wigan, and the financial importance of this game is still massive as we continue to hemorrhage money, and I can't stem the bleeding of money at the moment. So the importance of this game is massive, and yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about the financial situation. However, away from that, things are looking okay. Once again, we're doing well above my expectations as far as league performances and position goes. So let's have a look what's been going on. Alrighty, and as you can see, yeah, our next game against Wigan in the FA Cup is right here today. Let's have a look at the league table then, and we are sitting pretty in 6th place, which is well above expectations again. And if you were going off early season form, which was all over the place, we were getting results, which meant we weren't in danger, but it was all over the place. So 6th place with plus 6 goal difference, and we've won 10 out of our 20 games. Only drawn one, so if we could convert some of those losses into draws, we'd be doing even better right now. But yeah, so there's only 2 points between the top playoff place and the position that we're in. But then I suppose there's only between the top playoff place of 33 down to mid-table. There's only 5 points in it. So yeah, so we could drop rapidly down the table if things didn't go our way. Also, on the flip side, we're only 6 points behind an automatic promotion place to the Championship. Wouldn't that be something? I can't imagine we'd actually get there, but we've done back-to-back promotions. Pretty much there. I was going to say pretty much all above expectations, but mainly it was last season was above expectations. I felt like we could get promotion from the Vanarama South. I felt like we could get promotion from the Vanarama National. Wasn't expecting the promotion from League 2. And now we're in this position in League 1. So stranger things have happened. And they could still yet happen. So let's have a look at what our results have been like. Last time we were in, we were playing against Harrogate in the FA Cup, and as well with Salford as well. It was Salford, wasn't it? All right, so what has happened since then? So we gained a little bit of form. We've won 4 out of our 6 games since then. We were kind of coming back for the FA Cup game, and someone else. I think it might have been Bristol Rovers. Yeah, I think it was a Bristol Rovers game on the other side. However, we made it through our group stage of the Pizza Trophy, so we're now into the first knockout round, and we're against Leyton Orient, which is a winnable game. They're down in League 2, as are Wigan. So both of these 2 cup games that are coming up, which are going to be in today's episode, they're both winnable and, financially beneficial as well. So we want to do well. We want to get the results. So anyway, back to the results, because I'm rambling here, going off on a tangent. Right, so Barnsley, convincing 4-1 win against them. And then 1-0 win against Portsmouth, which was very good, I think. And then we had that unexpected win against the Tottenham under-21s. We won 3-1. They were coming back in that game hard towards the sort of second half of the second half. A little bit surprised we did manage to hold on, but we did, and we got through. I think they ended up with 6 of the teams on 6 points. Us, Tottenham, and Swindon. Swindon, who beat us, and then they beat Northampton. Was it the other one? Swindon, Northampton, yeah. And Northampton were on 0 points. The other 3, we were on 6, but we had the goal difference on Swindon, so we go through. And we're against Leyton Orient, which will be the second game for today's episode. Right after the Tottenham game, we had Swansea, which was quite a close affair, to be fair. And we lost that 2-1 away. And then we got a nice 1-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday. interesting tidbit about Sheffield Wednesday. First team I ever watched on TV. It started off my journey into football, really. Was Sheffield Wednesday, the 1993 FA Cup final against Arsenal, which Arsenal won. Yeah, it was the first game I'd ever seen. Didn't have a very sporting family. They weren't into sports, weren't into football or anything like that. I liked football. I chose to sit down and watch this game at like 10 years old. And yeah, initially I thought, wow, Sheffield Wednesday, they've got Wednesday in their name. I like that. But then by the end of the game, I was an Arsenal supporter, and I have been ever since. So, you know, you can crucify me now. That's fine. I don't mind. I'm a gooner. Right, and then our last game against Burton, we were done 3-1. We were convincingly easily beat. However, I pretty much just put the kids out. So, yeah, I wanted to have fresh first team players for this game. So, we had Owen Foster in goal. We had Robbie McKenzie doing his bit in right back. Kagbu and Joe Hillary in central defence. Kazim at left back. I mean, Kazim's actually does really well at left back. He's a real good player. I'm not sure how much quality difference there is between Kazim and Elijah Morgan at the moment. He has come in and he's really good. I mean, you know, there's not a dwarf in difference between him and Elijah Morgan, our captain. And then we had Preston Theron and Riley Hagen in central midfield, or defensive midfield and central midfield positions. And then we had Timmy Davies in shadow striker. I believe he went in as Armani Richards on the right, Mitch Pinnock on the left, and Jamie Ash, who got our one goal up front. If you remember, Jamie Ash, I stole him from, was it Eastleigh? It was Eastleigh I stole him from as a youngster. He is developing so nicely. Yeah, I wish he could have had a loan this season, but no one came in for him. There's apparently been interest, but there's no one's coming for him. Well, not at the moment. Not currently. But yeah, he's developing absolutely nicely. So yeah, hopefully long may that continue, and either he'll be able to become part of our team, or someone will be interested and come in for him at some point. But he is developed quite nicely. Anyway, and then we pretty much had kids on the bench as well. Miles Englefield, Sean Lynch, Cavan Kessel. You know, the only experienced players we had on there was Tom Olliott, who's not, you know, suited for this level. Excuse the noisy car. And Zach Henry. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to get a result in that last game against Burton, but first team players are fresh. They're ready for our big FA Cup game against Wigan today. So I'm going to get the team ready and let's get into the game. Okay, and here we are ready for the match. We have Finley Eric in goal. As per, he has been our mainstay this season. Great signing for us so far. Improving steadily. Only 21 years old. And yeah, he's proving his worth this season. What's his stats? So 6 clean sheets. He has conceded 26, but we are moving up into sort of big boy league territory, kind of. So yeah, I think he's done absolutely fine. And we, you know, new defenders kind of getting used to each other. It's definitely been letting in less goals recently. In defence, we have Harry Lee at right back, Tansman Rogers and Taylor Foran as our central defenders, and Elijah Morgan at left back. Charlie Olsen is just recovering from an injury, so he's only fit for 45 minutes of action. Otherwise, he would probably be in place of Taylor Foran. Yeah. That's my ideal situation. I would like Tamsin Rogers and Charlie Olsen. They, statistics wise, well, not statistics wise, but ability wise, attribute wise, they should be the better two central defenders. So I'd love to get a partnership between Tansman Rogers and Charlie Olsen. Right, defensive midfield, we have Cafu, and then just ahead of him, we've got Rory McKenzie. On the left, we've got Zach Ritchie. On the right, we've got Oliver Iru cutting in as a inside forward. And then shadow striker is Mohamed Sinan Nakea, And up front is that man, Sebastiano Riganato. Still doing well. He's only got 6 league goals so far. So could be contributing a bit more. But I mean, all in all, he's got 12 goals across sort of 16/17 appearances. So he's doing all right. He's only 19. Maybe he hasn't quite got as many league goals as I was hoping. Maybe it's, again, still, maybe it's part of the formation, building a connection with other players and whatnot. But he's still doing absolutely fine, and we're doing fine as a team so far. But this is important. This is to save our financial situation. I didn't show you the finances, but we so it didn't get out of hand. I think it's currently at 100,000 in debt. Well, just the balance, not including our loan. I didn't do substitutions. So we want this. Right, on the bench we got Jamie Ash, Charlie Olsen, Mitch Pinnock, Little Henry Timmy Davies, David Akogbu, Preston Fearon, Zach Henry, Al Amin Kazim, and Armani Richards. All decent subs to come on and help if they're called upon. Everyone's happy with their positions and the formation. All we got to do now is get a good performance off the pitch. We are underdogs. We shouldn't be underdogs. Wigan, our League 2 team. We're currently sitting 6th in League 1. So that is ridiculous. I mean, maybe we're underdogs reputation-wise, something like that. But, where we stand compared to them, they should be the underdogs. However, let's do the fans proud. I never usually go for that. I feel like it puts too much pressure on them. However, I did it today because I'm a fool. All right. Yeah, still rolling with the funky formation, and it's still been working for us. So I'm going to stick with it. On a bit of club news, we have had our upgraded training facilities and upgraded youth facilities completed now. So now we are a 1.5-star reputation club. We have 1.5-star training facilities. We have 1.5-star youth training facilities as well. The major thing that's lagging behind is the youth recruitment, which I think is either 2.5 or 3 silver stars. Absolutely atrocious for a club in League 1. But, we can't do everything all at once. Things will get there eventually. All right. Not much happened in the game so far, but we do have possession at the moment, trying to find that key to unlock their defence, and we almost do there with a first time cross by Charlie Ritchie, but now we've let Wigan in behind defence with a poor attempted header by that Tansman. Okay, we are trying again with Harry Lee. Finds Cafu, finds Iro. Can Iro beat his man? He pulls it back to Lee, back to Iro. Ooh, Iro gives it away, trying to find Cafu. But we get it back again. Rory McKenzie, back to Rogers. Rory McKenzie to Sinan. Sinan hasn't got the keys either. Someone has got to have the keys. It's another situation here, showing where we are. Oh, that was close. Off the post. That was dangerous for us. Yeah, we get a lot of these forward passes in the final third intercepted. Oh, that cross there. But yeah, Ritchie wasn't quite high enough to get over the goalkeeper, who came out and claimed it before. Riganato could put a head on it. All right, bit of a close affair so far. We definitely haven't had the upper hand as of yet. But keep faith. No need to panic yet. We've got players who can do it. We've got a formation that works well as well. Ritchie finds Riganato to Cafu to Iro. Iro with the shot from the edge of the area, but he puts it over the top. Not good enough, Iro. He should have gone deeper into the box and maybe squared it for someone else. And that is half time at the Wigan ground. Not really good enough. Yeah. I'm going to tell them it weren't really good enough, because that was a disappointing showing. I don't care if they got a bigger stadium. I don't care if they got a higher reputation. We are the better performing team. We got promotion over them last season. And yeah, we should be taking charge of this match. Now fire them up. Look to do our changes at around the 60-minute mark. See if we can just shake things up a little bit. We've got they have more tired legs than us, so we might be able to take advantage of that a little bit. Let's look at making some changes now. Who's not really been performing? And Oliver Iro's not really been performing on that right hand side, so we're going to bring in Zach Henry. And Rigonato's not really. He's got himself a yellow card, and I mean, 6.7. He's not out of the game, but he's not done brilliantly. Harry Lee has been kept very quiet with a 6.3. I'm not sure about bringing Charlie Olsen on for him at right back though. I think Charlie Olsen has his vulnerabilities at right back, and I'm not convinced enough to put him in that position. So I only want to make 1 or 2 changes right now. Who is the right change to make? Maybe Zach Ritchie for Pinnock, and I'm going to change Pinnock to a supporting playmaker out there and see what happens. Controversial, I know. He's only 1.5 star. He's still got a part to play. He can receive the ball, he can be composed, and he can find a pass as well. And that's, I think, what we need. We need someone that can find the right pass, not panic on the ball, not just pass it if unnecessarily if the right pass isn't there either. All right. Henry finds Mackenzie on the left. Can he beat his man? He pulls it back for Morgan. Morgan now tries to beat his man. Can he get the cross in? He pulls it back for Pinnock. Pinnock's taken down on the edge of the box, but it's not a foul. Oh, and that finds Rigonato. And that is 1-0. Not sure who fired that very potent cross into the box. Well, cross/forward pass. Was it Morgan? It wasn't Morgan, was it? It was from Rory McKenzie. Drives the ball into the box. Comes all the way through to Rigonato, and he just slots it into the corner, beating the Wigan goalkeeper. And that is 1-0. And now we have charge of the match. They're going to have to come at us, and they will open up more in doing so. But they do have a highlight here, and they have a free kick with a header that goes over the bar, so not too much to panic about. Right, Kea. We're going to bring on Armani Richards for Kea, and I think I'm going to bring on Jamie Ash for Rigonato as well. Maybe not. I'll hold off for that one. Right, Mackenzie for Fearon. Ooh. No, Cafu for Fearon. Right. I might just swap these guys around now as well. Okay, let's see what happens. I think I'm going to try bringing Jamie Ash on for the last few minutes. I'm going to try and give him more and more minutes as we go through the season, coming on as substitute, try and help his development, because he's even just playing for the under-21s, his development's just been insane. So I want to keep on, feeding it all the good stuff a growing player needs. Right, Zach Henry driving into the box. Can he find someone in the middle? Oh no, he just loses the ball there, and Wigan have a chance to break now. Can we get enough numbers back to cover this attack? And he's just driving into the box, and he just slots it past our keeper with ease. Ennis, that just looked too easy. He did look like a bit of a slippery customer, and a nice amount of pace and dribbling ability. But yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment. That. All right, I'm going to do that change now. I am going to bring on Jamie. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Jamie now. But we're going to switch him up to a advanced forward. All right. We have a free kick on the right-hand side that comes to nothing clearly. Right. Henry to Foran. Foran to Henry. Henry tries to find Pinnock, but it's a poor pass. And it comes to nothing, except for maybe a counter-attack by Wigan. And Wigan get the ball over the top of Scarlett. And that's 2-1 down. And this is a disaster. This is not what we wanted at all. Yeah. No, this wasn't in the script. This was not in the script. This is not what I agreed to at all. Someone's meant to be waiting there with a big check with lots of numbers on it. You know, all they're waiting to do is sign their name and hand it to me, and I'm going to drive straight from the stadium to the bank and say, here you go. It's all better now. All right, Henry to Ash. Come on, someone do something. Come on, Ash. Jamie Ash, come on, find someone. Henry to Mackenzie. Mackenzie to Fearon. Fearon just shoots it straight at the defender, and then Mackenzie decides he's going to try and kick it out of the stadium. What are you doing? 90 minutes now. 5 minutes of extra time to do something, and hopefully that's not let them score another goal. Pinnock charging down the left. Cool and composed with his 1.5 stars. Fearon. Mackenzie to Henry. Back to Mackenzie. Don't play it back. Wrong way. Turn around. Go the other way. Mackenzie. Not that way. Mackenzie. Come on, Mackenzie. Fearon. To Ash. No, Ash. No. What are you doing trying to head it from there? Take it on the chest. And then on the volley if you want. Make it epic. Just put it in the top corner with your foot. Don't try and head it from the edge of the area. Oh, now we've run out of time. Come on, no. I think I forgot to give the script to everyone else, because that's not the way it was meant to play out. We were meant to be the better team, and we were meant to take charge of this game and dispatch Wigan with, you know, with cool effectiveness. And now we get nothing for it. All right, we're out the Carabao Cup. We are out the FA Cup, and we're going to continue bleeding money until the end of the season. That's not good. Because there was something else I hadn't really told you about yet. It was a mad idea. And that idea was to carry on spending more money. Because I feel like the position we're in 6th place, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. And if we're here at this point in the season already, we're still meant to be bringing money in because of the FA Cup. However, I'm going to show you something. I have a couple of players. I say a couple of players. We've got 4 players in on trial right now. So we got this Lucas Summer. Would be a bit of a something to consider, but he would make a brilliant right back. Maybe that's one of our weaker areas right now. But he would come in as a 22-year-old. He's German. He's without a club at the moment, so he'd definitely do a job. I feel bad for Harry Lee, but it's definitely one of our weaker positions. And as you can see there, he's got more about him. He's got same physicals, same speed, pretty much. However, he's levels above him everywhere else. And if we could get this this summer in, he would definitely upgrade us in the right back position. So that is one consideration. However, I only have one more slot for my non-work permit players, and he would not get a work permit, so he would need to take that slot. Here's where the difficulty comes in, because there are other players. I'm going to save the best till last, okay? They're all foreign, so I got another German here, Lars Gindorf. And he's quite nice, he's 26. He's quite a nice player, capable, nothing too bad trait-wise going against him. And yeah, I feel like he could do quite a nice job. If we compare him to, say, Cafu, he's pretty good. He's 6 foot as well, so he's not tiny or anything like that. He's younger, so he's got a bit more fitness to him, a bit more speed, but he's got better vision, attacking, technicals, mentals are pretty much on par. He's just lacking in the sort of aerial department and the defending, but probably not even by that much, really. Depending on what position he's going to play, which would be a central midfield role, it's not that important as that defensive midfield role. So yeah, he's not that bad, is he? And I feel like he could do a job for us. All right, there's that one. Now we've got the French guy. He's been at Nancy, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Gladbach, and Bayern as well, Olympique Marseille, Sampdoria. He's been around. But yeah, look at him. He's a creative monster. For this level, I think he would be a creative monster. 14 passing, 13 vision, 16 flair. He's got 14 dribbling, 15 first touch, 15 technique. He's quite fancy. He likes to curl the ball. He tries tricks. He likes to switch the ball to wide areas, which I feel like at this level it could be something you really appreciate. If it gets to him, and then he could just switch the ball from one side to the other nice and swiftly. And they're the sort of things that can really open up an attack as well. So there's that guy. But the dream would be, I don't really know how to say his name, so I'm going to give it a good go. Tim Arogbunam. He's Nigerian, and he is he'd be so good in midfield. Just look at him. Yep, he's a beastie. The whole star better, apparently, star rating wise, than the next best thing, which is Dean Hoy. I don't even think that's comparable, really. If we use Hoy to compare, I feel like it's a bit unfair. Hoy is only 18. Is he still? Yeah, he's still only 18. Yeah, so it's a bit embarrassing, really, isn't it? Is that fair? Can we compare that? Let's just use some of our other guys. Rory McKenzie. Okay, that's a little bit closer, but still, all round, Tim's got it. And then we can use Cafu, I suppose. And there you go. They're both quality players. They're the old heads I brought in to, keep the ship steady through the season. This guy, he's great. He's absolutely great. I've already had him in for 4 weeks on trial. This is his second 4-week long trial he's in for. And, he likes important matches. He's consistent. He's got potential of playing championship level, and he's just sitting there with no club. And I really, really want him. I want him like I want a Christmas present. Like, however, he's going to cost me. How much is he going to cost me? Estimated 2.5, basically to £3,000 a week in wages, and we're considering we are already, well, we only got £69 a week available, so I'd definitely be having to go over our budget, well within our FFP range, though. So the question is he worth overspending to try and get promoted? Will spending extra benefit us in the end by getting promotion and earning us more money? And then the next question is, could we even survive in the championship, or would it be even worse? I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about that until I'm going to try and keep him here for this trial period and then bring him back in for another trial period until we get to the January window. And then I'm just going to decide, is it worth trying or is it not? I might not even be able to offer him enough money. I don't even know yet. I don't want to risk going in and having a look in case it annoys him that we can't make an agreement, or I just, open a dialogue and then don't do anything with it. But this is gut-wrenching that we get £3,000 and when we could have potentially had like 60, 70 grand from that game. And then I'm going to see who we can go on to play in the next round as well. And I bet that's going to be even more heartbreaking. But anyway, we've got another cup game. We got the pizza trophy against Leyton Orient in 2 days. So not much rest, but another chance to stay in a cup and get a little bit more money, I guess. But we'll get to the game and I'll get the team together and I'll see you there. All right, guys, it is the match day against Leyton Orient for the pizza trophy. But I just quickly wanted to talk about our financial situation just quickly before we get into the game. I know it's already getting on for a bit of a long one, but however, so we're £59,000 in debt, and every time we're not playing a home game and getting gate receipts, then it's getting worse and worse. That's that's the situation, and I feel like maybe it won't run away with us from us throughout the rest of the season, as long as we keep on pretty much selling out the stadium. There's not going to be any more cup money, but I don't think it's going to get ridiculously out of hand. However, there has been, for the second time this season, rumours of a potential takeover for the club. The first one came, and as soon as we got a follow-up thing saying, "Oh, it's not to be believed," it went away. In the club info where it says, rumoured takeover, it just went away straight away. However, this time there are rumours of a takeover. And then we got another thing saying, "Oh, it's not to be believed, blah, blah, blah." It didn't go away. It's still there. So there's a definite difference in this rumour. That value's going up. Last time I spoke to you about it, the estimated value of the club was 6 million. It's nearly increased by 1 million in a matter of, I don't know, just since the beginning of the season, let's say, which is incredible. However, considering that we had a little thing saying it's not to be believed and it's still there, makes me think there might be a little bit more substance to this than previously. So I'm going to kind of just wait and see and hope maybe there's someone that comes in with a bit of money. It could just be another local businessman. Remember this, the guy that's in, I can't remember his name, but he is... I never remember where to bloody see this. Anyway, the owner that's in, he wasn't the original owner when we started this playthrough. He came in and he was just another local businessman, and he didn't do anything to the finances. He was involved in getting the loan debt, but that was only through necessity because we had to have a minimum of 2,000 seating as we went into the football leagues. So that's not on him. That's just on the club, really. The club's success. It's down to me. But yeah, so there could be... Anyway, a bit more substance to that rumour. Fingers crossed, you never know. Right, we are sticking with the same funny formation, whatever you want to call this formation. It's going down as a 4-1-1-4, which is interesting. However, yeah, this is the team that we got for today. It's a little bit beaten, battered, worn, stretched, getting worn out. Finley, Herrick in goal, Harry Lee, Tansman, Rogers, David Akagbu and Elijah Morgan in defence, with Cafu ahead of them, and then Rory McKenzie ahead of him. And then we've got Armani Richards, Mohamed Sinan Kea and Zach Ritchie in the attacking midfield roles, with Sebastiano Rigonato up front. So yeah, that's the squad for today. I didn't tell you what the suspense was because I'm a muppet, but it is Niall Timpson, Taylor Foran, Oliver Iro, Jamie Ash, Robbie McKenzie, Mitch Pinnock and Zach Henry. No goalkeeper as usual, because who needs a spare goalkeeper at this level? Right. Yeah, enough of the bad results. It's not been that bad, really. We're sitting in 6th in the table. But this is another cup game, so this is different. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can get a result today against Leyton Orient, another League 2 opposition. It's only League 2 opposition. God, it seems weird that, you know, they're now lower opposition than us. It seems like it was only yesterday we were trying to get out the Vanarama National South League. And here we are pushing for promotion to the Championship, which just sounds insane to say it. Yeah, kind of sounds insane to say. I think that's the first time I've actually said we're pushing for promotion to the Championship. If the form carries on as it has been doing, then yeah, it'd be reasonable to say we got a chance to get into the playoffs. But it's a long way to go for the rest of the season, and that is a bit of a speculative shot by Sinan there from the edge of the area, and it was well off target. Now we've got a free kick to defend from Leyton Orient, and they do get a head on it, and it just goes over the bar. So not a very good head there, nothing to worry about. And now we've got a corner. Sinan to take the corner. He's been good at corners early season, but now he seems to struggle to find a head, and he says that, and then Rogers gets a head on it, and it's just off target, but nicely sent down low towards the near post, just on the wrong side. Just a little bit to the left, Rogers, and just squeeze it in between the post and the goalkeeper. That would be lovely. Right, quiet first half still, and not much between the two teams so far. But I'm happy to not concede, even if we're not getting a goal yet. Hopefully something might come, not with sloppy play like that. And Rigonato with the low drive from outside the area, and goalkeeper does well to get down and save that. We do have a corner now to keep up the pressure. Richards to take the corner this time. Can he find a head in the middle? No, he can't. And Leyton Orient managed to defend it a little bit. Richards back with the ball though now, and he's trying to cut around the defenders, and he is dispossessed relatively easily by a Leyton Orient defender. Yeah. And be better if he could draw the foul and get a penalty. And just before half-time, we have another highlight for Leyton Orient with throw-in, and oh, I don't know how that didn't end up being a goal. It hit the post, came back out to him, looked like our player fouled the guy in the penalty box, didn't give a penalty away, and somehow we managed to clear the ball. Anyway. Right. Keep working hard. Keep working hard, boys. Come on. I want to see more from Rigonato. Feel like maybe it could be a call for changing the formation a little bit. Maybe he's going to have a strike partner. Someone he can play off of. Because essentially, I know it says it's a 4-1-1-4, which sounds like he's got 4 people up there, but you know, in reality, he hasn't got a strike partner. Shadow striker. He's just an attacking midfielder who likes to drive into the box. Let's be real. He's not an out and out striker. However, you know, if I did put another striker in, We have played the 4-2-2-2 or the 4-2-4 before, with the 2 wingers and the 2 strikers, and that did work out very well for us. And that was a beautiful attempt by Rignato. The overhead kick wasn't on target, but I applaud the effort anyway. Right, 65 minutes. Time to look at some substitutions. Rignato's not totally out of energy yet, but Zach Ritchie is struggling on the left-hand side, so I'm going to change him for Mitch Pinnock again, and we're switching him over to advanced playmaker and support. Now we just got ourselves a goal. Own goal. Let's just have a look. See what happened there. Right. There was Lee. Finds Rignato. Sinan breaks the lines. And it's a terrible shot. That shot was going all over here somewhere. That was a terrible shot, but deflected beautifully on target by the defender. So yeah, most definitely an own goal, because that was not a good shot. It was not on target. Right, Ritchie. Pinnock on for Ritchie as an advanced playmaker on support. Elijah Morgan, you're so tired. Bring on Niall Timpson for you. And Robin McKenzie for Harry Lee. Rogers for Foran. Right. Pretty much going to have to bring on all the substitutions in one go at the moment. So who else do we want to bring on? Is it going to be... it's going to have to be Kea, I think. We're going to bring on Jamie Ash. And I'm going to leave him in that... Oh, we got another goal. We got another goal. Advanced forward for you. All right. I'm going to give him a strike partner. All right, let's see what happened here. And then we have to confirm. Yes, we do want to change the changes. Right, Sinan. Morgan. Chips it all the way over there to Richards. Richards drives it in. And Rignato finds a loose ball and just pokes it in. Rignato on the score sheet. Still getting the goals quite regularly, even if he's not setting the world alight. Right, so they did go through without me needing to confirm it. But, yeah, see if we can see the game out and keep control of the game. With 15 minutes to go, Leyton Orient have the ball, cross it in deep to the other side of the penalty area. And they retain possession. Long shot coming in, and it's well over. So no danger there. Right, it'd be nice to see if maybe we can get some sort of benefit of playing Ash and Rignato up front together. It's definitely, you know, a difference in their levels. They're the same age, crazily. Ooh, nice attempt by, was it Pinnock there? Nice, yeah. Definite difference in their abilities, but Ash is progressing very, very fast, and Rignato is not showing the same sort of progression, so it wouldn't be out of this world to imagine that Ash might not get to that level, but he closes the gap relatively quickly if he gets that regular playing time, and they might be able to form some sort of strike partnership. And yeah, could be something interesting for us going forwards. Maybe we return to the 4-2-4. I like to call it 4-2-2-2 because it's, you know, it's 2 central midfielders or defensive midfielders, 2 wingers, 2 strikers. Ash, anyway, from the penalty spot that we just won, and he dispatches that penalty absolutely clinically, sends the keeper the wrong way. That is his second goal of the season now for Jamie Ash, the youngster from Eastleigh. Well, no, we stole from Eastleigh. So that is nice. 3-0 now against Leyton Orient, and we seem to be heading for the next round of the pizza trophy. We get another piece of the pie, as it were. All right, Leyton Orient with the throw-in. Can they find a late consolation goal? And they drive back into the box. Good save by Herrick there. And it goes out for a corner. Few minutes to see the game out here. Be nice if we can end the game on a clean sheet. Just got to defend the corner now. Corner coming in from Hutchinson for Leyton Orient. And they get a header on it, but they can't direct it on target, and it goes over. Just take your time now. We got a free kick. Foran to Richards, back to Foran. Foran to Cafu. Back to Foran. Mackenzie to Richards. And Richards loses ball, a little bit slow and unreactive on the ball there. And Leighton Orient try and break for a late consolation goal. And we managed to kind of defend it. Can we see out the last few seconds without conceding? Ooh, it's looking dangerous, and they try a long shot, and it's nothing to worry about. And that will be the game for us today. 3-0 winners. We do progress to the next stage. I don't know exactly how financially benefiting it is getting through the stages in this competition. I know it's not going to be as financially beneficial as the FA Cup would have been. But it's a cup competition, so it's good to still be involved, I suppose. Yeah, what performance. Well done, lads. I still don't agree that we should be underdogs, though. We are at the top half of the league above them, which is just ridiculous. All right, well, that is us done for today, and we head through to the next round of the Papa John's Trophy, or Bristol Street Motors Trophy. Like, okay, it is the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. Yeah, it's changed names so many times. Who knows? It's still got Papa John's on the bloody thing up here, isn't it? It's a trophy. It's. I'm not saying it's the plastic trophy or kiddies trophy or anything like that, but you know, it's not the FA Cup. It's not even the Carabao Cup. It's a consolation prize if you do well in it. But we are in it still. We are through to the next round. And we get 20 grand for that. So, you know, I'm not going to say no to that. It's money at the end of the day. And we're getting money from our players now for picking up too many yellow cards as well. So it's all money in the bank. We're 40,000 in debt. Right. Okay. Well, that's us done for today. Let's have a look at the schedule and see when we're going to be back. No more FA Cup games, but we do have a Bristol Street Motors Trophy game against Unknown. So I think we'll probably be back for that one, and maybe that game and the Stevenage game. I'm not sure I want to play Peterborough, because we played them already and they embarrassed us and I didn't like it. It wasn't fun. But Stevenage beat us as well at home as well, so maybe that's not great either. But yeah, I think we will be back for the Bristol Street Motors Trophy and the Stevenage game. So yeah, that's us when we'll be back, and that's us done for today. So as for now, if you like today's content, please leave us a like. If you've got anything to comment, please put it in the comments below. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you along for the journey, and appreciate all the support you show. As for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.